Hey guys, and sure, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be going over some upcoming things coming to Battlefield 2042. Some long requested things are actually confirmed to be coming in later seasons. Some new Season 5 information, some new Season 4 information, and basically we're just going over a bunch of stuff this video. So if you enjoy the content, hit the like button, and of course subscribe to the channel. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. And for those of you wondering about any upcoming videos, there's going to be some very, very spicy ones, including one using the new completely broken SPH launcher. Let's just say that that new gadget is potentially the easiest kill in the entire game. One of the easiest, at least top 5. Now, kicking this video off with an absolute banger, inside of the Inside Battlefield Episode 7 podcast, they actually confirmed that they're bringing all chat back to Battlefield. It's back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be more unhinged than ever, because this is a cross-play Battlefield. You thought chat was spicy on PC only? Just wait. If I'm being completely honest, all chat was about 50% of the entertainment value of Battlefield as a whole, and this game just felt really lacking without it, you know? When I'm 150-0 in a Super Hind, I want to see the enemy team type to me. Like, that's just part of Battlefield. And in honor of this momentous occasion, allow me to recite some poetic lines from some previous chats in previous Battlefield games. This one comes from our good friend Bravo. 28-3 Enders hack noob weak coward. Again hack noob pig coward. He sure does have a way with words, but I'm not done yet because here's another great one. Omni Enders hack mother prostitute. And lastly, one of my personal favorites. AOD no is trash. Is 90% Jagays no trash. 5% kids nub, 5% hack. Omni Enders, you will see your family die in front of you. Thank you, Bravo. Thank you. This only excites me for what is to come in Battlefield 2042, all chat. Now, moving on, in the Episode 7 podcast, they also confirmed some stuff for Season 5. Apparently, Season 5 will only have one new gadget being added to the game, and honestly, thank God. Don't you ever add more gadgets to the game after the monstrosity that you added to the game that is the SPH explosive launcher. That thing revoked your right to actually basically add anything more to the game because you need to have a team of people come in and basically babysit you to make sure you don't add more broken garbage anymore, okay? So while some people might be mad hearing that Season 5 will only have one new gadget, I for one am relieved. Another thing the devs mentioned in this podcast is the fact that Season 5 will have a map that is actually made by DICE Stockholm. The map for Season 4 was made by Ripple Effect, so this has me slightly worried because, let's be completely honest here, I think I would trust Ripple Effect more to make a map than DICE Stockholm, but, you know, we'll see how it is. They want to confirm later in the podcast that there's going to be more end-of-round improvements coming to Season 4, and they also confirm that an event for Season 4 is coming. You might remember the mid-season events for Season 2, Season 3. Basically, it'll switch between 3 different game modes. You'll have some cosmetics to unlock. These sorts of events typically last 3 weeks. I do kind of wish they would ramp up the amount of cosmetics you receive, maybe even give you some boins for completing the cosmetics, because I know that I have never really bought anything in the shop, and I think that might be a good way for to make some people a little happier to play the events, because typically I finish the event requirements in about 2 games. And if I don't like the game mode for the event, I'm simply just not going to play it after I complete the requirements. So we'll see if they manage to actually sweeten the deal at all with this event, but I kind of doubt it. A little later in the podcast, they start talking about transport vehicles and how they've been hearing players talk about them and how they're planning on making some quote-unquote adjustments. And before I talk about what they're actually going to do, let me just mention the fact that when I heard them speak about this in the podcast, they really just sound so fabricated. Like, it's not off the cuff. It just seems like such a prepared answer. They use such, politician speak, if you want to call it that. And, yeah, this makes me sick, to be honest. But they were basically saying that they're going to receive some tweaks, and transport vehicles should see some reduction in quote-unquote survivability. So hopefully that is some sort of health nerf. But let's be completely honest, that is not the actual problem with transport vehicles, in my opinion at least. The actual problem with transport vehicles is the fact that it is not a transport vehicle. It's a flying tank. Remove the fucking 40mm grenade launcher and 50mm cannon. okay? And while you're at it, let's remove the 30mm cannon and the 50mm cannon from the Jeeps and Bolts and whatever other transport vehicles, okay? Make transport vehicles again. If I die from 100 meters to some absolute amoeba sitting in a LATV with a 50mm cannon one more time, I'm going to lose it. But of course, they did not mention removing any sort of weaponry from these transport vehicles in the podcast, so I doubt it will actually happen. But after they talk about transport vehicles, they actually go to a subject that's been brought up quite a bit ever since 2042 has been out, and it's the fact that assist counts as kills actually aren't in the game. And they mentioned that they removed assist counts as kills from the game as a part of a, quote, conscious decision, but they say it's being reviewed as to whether or not they want to add it back into the game. Personally, I don't really care about assist counts as kill. I'm not really, highly invested in it as a mechanic, but I'm not really opposed to it being in the game or being removed from the game. I'm kind of neutral on that. And the last notable thing here that they mentioned in this podcast is the fact that for you people that are subscribed to EA Play, you will be getting more EA Play rewards for Battlefield 2042. So, that's great for you guys. I'm not subscribed to EA Play, so it doesn't really apply to me. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. First link in the description. Drop my channel a follow. I'll be live tomorrow and the next day 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 and the next